All right. Yeah, man. It's just like every time there's an update, it just changes what I need to do to be able to look at it in multiple monitors. I'm not actually hearing the audio to be able to look at it in multiple monitors. Basically, what happens is like every time you know what? Seeing as I'm just going to remain silent because I've noticed there's one person here that's been here the whole time and not talking. Um, so I'll do the same. Yeah, I don't actually know you though, dude. Okay. A lot of people say it's me, but the point is you've been here like you've probably made about 5 comments in my chat ever. So it's not that significant. All right. How are we going to fix this? It's a disaster. Uh, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I guess we'll use the stairs. Don't really use. Okay. I guess it's going to be there. Alright, so to get over here is like, it's not that easy. Probably there. Yeah, this is going to help me to define the walls for this thing. Right. Can we do one here? I guess we can. Oh dear. Achoo! Oh man. 1 second. Oh man. Yeah, let me see if I can try and get this thing done. Because I'd like to move on to the third wave if I can, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, I'm happy with that being a 3 wide. Getting it. The thing is though, like from this position, there needs to be a section where it's from here, right? Where it goes. Yeah. So it'd be that. Oh no, wait. It will be that one, right? Yeah. If you look at the way that it went round the corner here, it is that sharp step there. This is actually a step though, isn't it? So that's fine. Basically, what it's saying is that this is obviously the wrong one, but just to get the wall in here. I'm just wondering, like, man, I had so many different ideas with this. This is going to be very tough to finish. How did I decide I was going to do it? I'm trying to remember. Java exploited. I know I wanted to swap. The way these columns are is the way I wanted to do it. I think, yeah. I think I wanted to have more. It was going to be more and more of this stuff on that side, and then the opposite is true on this side, right? Yeah. That was how I thought of doing it. So basically, we're going to be using this guy more. So if this is the so where do we need to go out to? So we can imagine it's like here, right? Which is where it has to be. And there's going to be a lesser amount on top here, basically. And just to clarify, yeah, so this one is going to be, let me just, really would love to, I'd love to get this one in properly. Let me just put it in properly. I just want to just so I can see it, and then we'll replace these. Right. So say we're going up to 4 here. Yeah, so this one goes there, right? But it's assuming that we're not going to... Yeah, so I think what we need to do is we need to have two that are this at this stage, right? At least 2. Just so the gradient isn't too terrible here. We're just going a bit sharp though, aren't we? We're a little bit too... The thing is, at this point we're already up here, right? So it's not going to... If we went up, we would make it easily. So there is a little bit more room here. I did leave a little bit of room here as well. If I left less room here, I think I could make it, right? Yeah. Right. So where's this guy need to be? This guy needs to be in 1, right? This guy needs to be on this level. What is actually going on down here? This is the thing, right? We're going to have this area. Like this is not a visible area. And there's certain spots like here which are actually going to be, which are actually spaces. Like these are spaces, right? I think also this is a space, yeah. That is, that's not. This is still like an interesting way of doing things though. I would like to just... We're not going to get everything, right? But we're going to get quite a lot here. You see, that one can't be. I think we've got most of it at this stage, and it will get easier as we go up the line, right? Yeah, look, if we look at the... So there probably is like... I don't know, there is certainly like a little room through here, a little way to get through under the staircase for sure. So we want to have that in mind, but not necessarily the most central focus of it. Okay. So for sure this block is not here though, right? This is here. So what have we gone here? We've gone for 2 and we've gone for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll stick it at 4. We can always adapt later on. And this is the... Yeah, so why is there an internal one here then? Isn't really any point for that to be here. Right? Yep. So we had 3 rows, 3, and then... So yeah, we're going to go 3, a 3, and a 2. And it should be the same on both sides, right? So a 3, and a 2. Yeah, that is exactly right. And now the height, it goes from 2 to 3 to 3, which is what we've got. And then the next one is a 4 on this side. So 2 to 3 to 3, and then a 4. And a 2 to 3 to 3, and then a 4 here. So let's make sure we've got it on the right. So it's going to be here, right? So yeah, we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the column. Looks correct, right? Hey, but this has to be that, right? Because that is actually the external one. We might need to change that, but I'll get into that in a minute. We're actually doing in fairly good shape with this structure though at this point. Okay. So 3, 3, and then 3, 3, 2, 2. 3, 3. So it's a 3 by 2, then a 3 by 3, then a 2 by 3. Interesting, right? So this only goes 2, but the question is, like, on the stairs, how many... Oh, this is this section, right? And there's 1, 2... So that makes sense, right? So this column here is when we shift 1 out again, right? And how far do we go on this shift? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. It's actually quite a lot, right? No, sorry, it's not. It's just the 2. Again, it's a 2, right? Yeah, so this whole section here is a different beast entirely, right? And a much higher one. This one's going to take us to a much higher level. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should we say 7 on this? Right? And then this goes all the way from this point, goes all the way to here, right? So what we can say is that this whole area is going to be a vertical section here as well, right? Then what happens after that, we'll get into that as well. Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually happy with the heights here. So all we need to do is just mirror it on the other side and we're good. Okay. So 3, and then out, then 3, and out, and 2, and 2, and then 4. 3, 3, 2, 2, 4. 3, 3, 2, 2, 4. Okay. So 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this whole section here I think is wrong. Let's just get rid of those for now. I just want to see how this looks internally now. Right here, right? Yeah, so all these ones that are... So this is all like an internal structure now. Okay, we'll do that bit in a minute. Okay. Okay, so we look at the height again for this. So the next two would just be the same height, and then it's one higher. So just one higher. Then these height is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just have a feeling that is not needed. So let's get rid of that for now. Looks cleaner now, right? Alright, so we're up here. Which one is this again? It's just the U. So that is basically what it should look like, right? Yeah, you can see there's a certain degree of what you want there. Now, what would we say is the final piece of the puzzle here? That okay, we need to play. See, you need to place them underneath, don't you, to get them in to be flat like that? Yeah. Okay. So when we look at how we're getting up here, I think we can, we want to extend maybe this bit to make it a little bit more square. This is where the other route up here. The thing is, we may move this position because it is a bit too near to here. It doesn't necessarily make that much sense to have it here. I think we could potentially use slabs here as well. Where is the border going to be? Do we want to move it in one more? I guess we've already sort of decided to do that, right? So I don't think we need to have too many problems with that. Should we narrow we could narrow it, the whole thing here. Because the thing is, obviously if we narrow it here, we could go out further here. But I actually think that we've done so much in terms of, yeah. I just get the feeling that it's going to make more sense just to narrow this to a 2 here. And then just jump up here, right? Maybe have a slab here. Even do a slab there. Is that enough of a turning circle? What do we want? I think we want the flat there, right? How do we make it here then? There, right. Could go further. We could try and centralize that. But we don't really need to at this stage. Just thinking like, okay, we're not standing on these blocks here. Okay, so I think probably what I want to do is put this into a 2. Or we could just do it into the 3. To be honest, it might just be easier just to, at this point, just to extend the wall out even to the end here, because we've done quite complex structure so far. That to make it a little bit simpler here, and it will give a nice internal room there as well, rather than, you know. And I'm kind of happy with this layout, right? So let's just do it into the 3, because I think it's just going to be easier at this stage. Which one is this? That's just a slab. Yeah, it's cleaner there as well. In many ways, it might be better just to have to slab it more. Or even to do a top slab here. Right. Let's see. Yeah. Something like that. Huh. I mean, we could extend it more. Maybe not this level. You know what I might do is just find the difference. So what is this length here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about another 5 maybe. I think about here is fine. And then we'll do that the whole way over, right? Yep. So a definite change in the light level there. What I'd like to do though is just have a little torch area so we can jump into this. I don't know what you would even call this section, to be honest. It's going to be a small internal area that we can go into, but it's worth just seeing it, right? There's going to be like a tiny little gap at the back here. We can fix that there at some point. So these only have 4 at the top. Okay, so just the 4 at the top. And it starts, yes, it just starts here, so it's pretty straightforward, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. because it's just a continuous bank from that point, right? Yeah. I just don't think there's much point in set. We've done the insets already, right? To increase it would at this point I think be excessive. So there's the 4. But yeah, this is... Oh man, I can't really do that then. I think we're just gonna replace it for now. But yeah, you can see what this is. You see, it's going to be a more substantial area at this point. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Looking better. Let's make sure we've got this internal bit lit up properly. Doesn't really matter actually about the that kind of looks. The thing is like. My feeling is probably if we're going to like even if this, say for instance, had like a load of wood in it here, this is not the pattern, but I just want to like imagine. I just want to fill in some extra stuff because I'd like it to be flush if I can. Just want to look. It is annoying to have that there, right? But there's no way to go around the corner. That's the problem. There is no way to go around the corner. Unless we were a little bit higher, maybe. Is there a possibility to be any higher? Right. Yeah. That's the thing. We could have gone higher here, right? It would be this one. No, that's what we just did. Yeah, we would have to go higher here and then higher again. That's interesting. How did I just do that? Does that still work? Kind of does. Like, what if you did like something like that? It makes more sense to not do it like that though, right? But we could always do slabs there anyway. You see, the cool thing about this is that this is the internal room. So we could have base of anything there, right? And it wouldn't make any difference. Don't know why we have to go in from this side, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can't even notice that. Yeah, I want to take too much from here, I think. Yeah, because you see, it has to be there. You see. You see, ideally you want it there, right? But yeah, there is no choice. It simply has to be this. And that's okay, right? To go through like this tiny little amount of space is fine. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Again, we didn't really get too much done. Unfortunately, on builds like this, it's just difficult. I mean, put it this way, we've got a very nice pathway up now though. Now the question is, right, if we look at over on this section, like this is the other staircase, right? And from here we're going up to this section. And I think there needs to be a reason why we would be doing that. Like, I think it is a bit near. But then again, if there's but then if we split, you know what I feel like doing is getting andesite and splitting these two up. I don't know why. I just want to have a big wall between these two. We might change this. For some reason, andesite just sort of, I just fancy it. Because the thing is, like, we can think about the roof situation. If we look at that in terms of its... I think we have to consider that this... So if we look at this staircase, this is a different story, this staircase, right? I do believe, though, that, like, there has to, you know what would be interesting, right? If there was like a winding way through the bottom of this staircase, somehow into here, or even into a secondary room underneath here, which had a ladder going up. So say we had like a room underneath here. I think a ladder would have to be at this level. Not particularly high, right? But high enough. This would have a ladder going up. Right here. And the whole point of this build is to do what I really love in Minecraft, which is... Where's this going? Funnily enough, I put it in the exact... Yeah, that is the sort of place I was thinking, right? Where could the path be? I feel like we don't want to have a... It's going to be a path that's going to go through the bottom of the staircase. No, let's not do that. I think andesite is actually not a bad material to use here. So we look at that. I don't know what I was thinking of here, by the way. Let's just imagine where this path might go. I kind of envisage it going through here, winding, and then do like that. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to somehow go through here. For what reason, I don't know. And you see, we could make it even very difficult to traverse even to this level, right? This is where it starts to get fun, right? When you're doing stuff like this. So for some reason we need to, and then you can think, how do we get to this spot, right? And how do you get to this spot? This spot you won't really be able to get to. You know what you could do though? Yeah, can you imagine if the way you got to this spot? In fact, it would make sense to get to this spot, like from here, and then you had like water, like here. That'd be an interesting way of doing it, right? So, but this is on this side, so how would you make it there? Well, you could put it further there, right? It would have to be on that side, right? So that at least gives an idea of how... I'm just thinking, like, how would you progress through this place, right? Go up the staircase. You've only got access to this side of the wall. Then you go down here. Through this spot. You can access up to here, through here, down here, up the ladder, and then we have access to this side of the wall. Okay, so that's going to be the way that I think we approach it, right? Because I think like it's important to have like a linear path through the building. Interestingly about these two spots though is that like if the actual doors to the place is here, that would give you a way out, so you wouldn't need to have a way in and a way out. I think in a way that works better, right? Because if you've got a way in and a way out, in a sandbox game, it's like you could easily go in on the way out, which is a problem, right? So to have the way in and the way out be the same place, it actually makes it more makes it like a more compelling idea, right? Anyway, that's going to do for now. So thanks for watching.